Hi everybody, welcome to my videos again. So today I would really like to talk to you about something that's gonna be kind of hard to probably listen to, but I'm gonna talk about shame. But before I go into the subject, again, I would really like to encourage you. I made 4 introduction videos that are called Mel's Story Part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please listen to these videos before you listen to this because it will really help you understand the context in which I'm sharing these videos. So if you haven't done that yet, please go listen to those 4 videos first and then come back to me here. Thanks. So, shame. Let's talk about this. As you can imagine, I've been confronted to this mainly because of my physical handicap. It's something that's visible, and so I can't hide it. And this handicap draws a lot of attention to itself. I'm often confronted to people's stares. They stare at me intensely. And it's like their eyes go after the object of my shame, which are deformities and crippleness, or my funny way of walking, or my small size. And so shame took root in me mainly because of this image of a handicapped woman. So shame comes from some sort of humiliation. It comes from rejection as well. I've been confronted to people who weren't even able to look at me or talk to me because of my condition. It was rare, but it has happened. People laughing or mocking, following me just to stare. So yes, I've been confronted to these things. And just like all the other subjects that I've shared, if you don't process shame in a good way, there's a lot of weeds and toxic stuff that can start to grow inside of you. And shame often comes from feelings of offense. So you're offended. And obviously when you're offended, you get into an aggressive and defensive attitude. And this can be pretty toxic. I'll develop that a little bit further on in this video, but other things that shame can produce is that you can really want to try to prove yourself, try to be better or more than the object that makes you feel unworthy or diminished. It can create a fake self, which means that you're not the person that you really are with other people. It could make you belittle others, criticize them, mock them just to make you feel higher and better. It could make you judge others. It could make you envious and jealous of stuff or of people. And I'm sharing all of these things because I personally was confronted to this. And at some points I had to realize that these were toxic things that were trying to grow, and I didn't want to be that kind of person. I would really like to share 3 specific things that I really had to fight through and let God heal inside of my heart, because as you know, I believe in Jesus. And one of the things that shame produced in me was that I hid away from people. I showed myself less, go out less, confront myself to people less. I just felt like hiding because I was always stared at, and I felt ashamed of this body and what it projected into society. And so that's not good when it cuts you out from people. Second thing that shame can produce as a defense mechanism is a self-made pride, or like self-righteousness. And it's like you try to dignify yourself on your own. And you feel like you have to prove yourself, and you feel like you're better. And it's just this kind of process that you develop inside of you where you try to, well, you know what? I'm better than all the others, and so voila. And then you just kind of, this is self-made pride. It's self-made righteousness. And the thing is that when I was confronted to this, I felt like it was poison inside of me. It felt so toxic, and I didn't want to be that kind of person. And so what I did is that I just had to accept to let go and accept the fact that, yes, I've been hurt, I've been humiliated, but this is not the person that I want to be. And self-made pride and righteousness is wrong. And I had to accept that I was wrong. And God helped me for that. And the last thing that shame can produce that that I also had to work myself out of was victimization, playing victim. The thing with victimization is that you're legitimate in your arguments of why you're so defensive and why you behave in such a way. But the thing is that when you victimize, it's like you exaggerate what you've been through. And so the truth in this sense becomes a lie because it's not the total truth. It's like exaggerated. And that's not right. And so it can create manipulation. You can use victimization to manipulate people. It's really easy because you're legitimate in what you say, but it's tiring. Honestly, it also feels completely like you've got poison inside of you, and it's exhausting. And it makes you a person that's not agreeable to be around with. And I had to realize this, and I'm just extremely grateful because I really saw it. It's like God gave me the grace to see that these things were not right. And I had to accept that I was wrong again, but that it was okay. I was still loved. I was still forgiven. God knows that it hurts, and I have legitimate reasons, but I have to choose what kind of behavior I want to adopt. And so I would really like to leave you with this one question, and it's, in what or in whose hands do you place your worth and your dignity? Who has that right over your life? And confront these different issues in truth and in prayer with God, because that's what I did. And allow Him to heal the pain and allow the hurt and all the poison to just be washed out. It's okay. And most importantly, let God love you. He still loves you. Even if you go through all of this, He still loves you. And that doesn't change anything. And let Him love you extravagantly. God's grace is just so good. His love is so powerful. And that's what healed me from shame and from all these things that I described in this video. And just remember how precious you are. I mean, I would like to remind you of something that I remind myself oftentimes, is that, what am I worth? I'm worth His life. God gave His life for me, and that heals. And so I would really like to share this Bible verse that we find in Isaiah 54, verses 4. And it says that, do not be afraid, you will not be put to shame. Do not fear disgrace, you will not be humiliated. You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproaches of your widowhood. And this is God's promise to us. He will heal our shame, but we have to let Him come in. And we also have to be able to recognize what's not right and let Him walk us out of it. So what? I hope this can help. Please be comforted that I've been through all of these things. And so I know what it is. And I just invite you to let it go. Just let go. And let God. What up? I would like to share so many other things with you. But in order to do that, you're just going to have to listen to the next videos. And so until then, be blessed and see you soon. Bye.